Hi, welcome back. Thanks for joining, and if you're returning, thanks for rejoining. So today I want to take a look at the supposed breakup of Taylor Swift and Joe Alwyn. So people want to know what happened, if they're really broken up, what's going on. So I just want to take a look at them and their relationship today, and I just want to see what I see. I don't really know what's going to come up, but let's just take a look at, around their relationship and what we can see. Okay, so the question I asked is, what happened? What happened with Taylor Swift and Joe Alwyn? And, what's going on with them? So what I'm getting in the cards is I do see that there has been a lot of stress in their relationship lately. I think it's been going on for a while. And what I'm seeing is, I think actually it may have been Taylor that decided to give up. I've seen some videos where Joe's been supposedly walking around and not seeming too interested. But you know what? When I look at that, I also felt that Taylor wasn't that interested. And I know that when couples are together for a while, sometimes they get comfortable, they get complacent, maybe they get just whatever. The novelty wears off. Maybe I can say it like that. So what I'm seeing though is I feel that Taylor is actually the one that wanted to walk away. Now, does that mean that she's not upset? I do see that, she's a little upset. However, I'm getting that she's the one who is ready to go in a different direction. What I'm seeing is that she's very strong. And even though this is upsetting for her, any breakup, whether it's your idea or the other person's, is going to be difficult. It's going to be difficult because you've been together for such a long time. I believe they were together for 6 years. So any breakup is going to be difficult on either party. But what I'm seeing is Taylor is ready to move on. I do think that there was some big drama, argument. I feel like it may have been at least a suspicion of infidelity, which I think, now this is all alleged for entertainment purposes only, but I think there may have been a little worry that there was some infidelity or, possibility. I don't know if I can see that there actually was, that actually did happen, but I'm seeing that there was at least some concern, thought about that, whatever. I'm also seeing a very negative person. This person is someone who I think wanted to maybe get with Joe. I think that I feel like it's maybe a woman. I feel like a female energy. I think that there was a woman who may have wanted to get with Joe and tried to cause some arguments, tried to make some drama and some arguments and difficulties between Joe and Taylor. However, even though I do see somebody else kind of trying to cause some trouble for them because they actually wanted to be with him themselves, I actually feel that Taylor was about ready to just kind of go on a different path anyway. Yes, I do see that she is very sad that this didn't work out, but there was just some things that I feel she and Joe had a lot of conversations with each other, especially, Taylor, about, hey, listen, I need this, I want this, I'd like our relationship to go this way. Can we try to get back to this? And I actually feel that Joe maybe said he would try and do some of these things that Taylor was wanting. But I feel like ultimately, the energy I'm getting with Joe is kind of like he was lazy and complacent and didn't think that he really needed to do any of this stuff. I am getting that Joe was getting to the point where he was a lot less interested in the relationship, invested in the relationship than he was at one point in time. I feel like Taylor just didn't want to deal with that anymore. She tried, and Joe didn't really do much to try to enhance the relationship or make it better or work on things. I just see him really not caring, quite honestly. I'm not saying he got to a point where he didn't have feelings for her, but it's a lot less. I just think that Joe was complacent. That's the big word that I keep hearing. He just got to a point where he was complacent and didn't feel like he needed to really work on this anymore. That it was fine the way it was. But I feel that Taylor's been drifting for a while, at least the last 6 months. It could be even up to 8 months. She's been drifting on her own. So right now, even though I see her a little heartbroken and all of that, yes, I do see that. But I see that she's very strong, and she's kind of made that decision in her head that, you know what, this is the best thing for me. I'm going to go on. I'm going to do what's best for me, and I'm moving on. Now, can they work on it and make it better? I think there's too much that's happened between them. And don't forget about this person whom I'm seeing has tried to stir the pot and create some disagreements or arguments or whatever between them. I'm also getting that there's somebody really angry with Taylor. So they're totally taking Joe's side, and they're saying, well, you know, Taylor did this, Taylor did that, and Taylor should have tried harder and whatever. No, none of that's true. I'm just getting that Joe got complacent, and so there's, you know, obviously there's going to be people who take either side, whatever. You know, that's probably normal, that people will take sides, and, you know, if you're this closer to this one, you're going to take their side. If you're closer to this one, you're going to take their side. So, I you know, whatever. I'm not really reading too much into that. I'll ask one more question just to see is there a possibility that they'll get back together. From what I'm seeing in this last question, I don't really think so, but let's just ask and see if there's any chance that the two of them will get back together again. Okay, the question I asked is if Taylor and Joe will possibly get back together again and give it another try. I'm getting yes. And I'm actually getting a double yes. I actually feel that there is a possibility that they may try it one more time. Let me see if I can get a timing on when that might happen. I'm hearing about 8 months from now. So I don't think it's right away, but I think there's a possibility they may talk and try to see if they can work things out again in about 8 months. And try it again. This actually might be what Joe needed to wake up, because I feel like it just was too complacent. I keep hearing complacent over and over and over and over again. He was just too complacent. He just, I don't want to say didn't care, but just thought there was nothing that needed to be done. I'm feeling that this may be the wake-up call that Joe actually needed to realize some things needed to be done or changed or worked on with their relationship. Being away from her and being apart from her, I think will wake him up. And I do think that if they both, really I'm feeling it's more from Joe. If Joe wakes up, which I do feel that he's going to, I feel that intuitively and psychically, and I'm seeing that in the cards. I feel like he's going to wake up, and if he does and really puts the effort in, I actually think that they could get back together and make a real good go of this. It's really going to depend on Joe, though, and if they can get past some of the things that have happened in their relationship previously. So there's a few things that depend on it. They have to be apart for a little chunk of time. I'm hearing about 8 months, 8 or 9 months. And I actually feel Joe giving a good try. I wish Taylor the best. Everyone just wants the best for her. She's just very sweet. I actually think this is a good for her, because I think when Joe comes back, he'll try more and they may actually have a good shot at it. So I hope that was helpful. Taylor, we love you. Let me know in the comments below if there's anything else you want me to take a look at about Taylor and Joe. I'm happy to. And also let me know what your thoughts are in the comments below. But thanks for joining. Have a great day, and I'll see you on the next video.